You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast.
I was watching 360 last night, and it's being reported so one-sidedly anti-player in the media. But like to me, that I'm always a little like, you know me, I'm tinfoil Tom these days, and that's just a bit like, I'm just like, what are we talking about? On NRL 360 last night, Hooper was going, mate, with the price of petrol, 12 straight interest rate rises, cost of living, fucking milk's fucking expensive, you know, like you can't, the people are on the fucking bones of their ass, and these players are like not happy. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure they're stoked with the money.
The money's been signed off.
The money, they're like, yeah, we're cool with a 37% increase. But like, it's a bit disingenuous to like not speak to the specific issues that they're talking about.
Well, mate, nothing gets the punter and dribbler rolled up like the price of petrol, interest rates, and the price of milk.
No, mate. And the price, listen, I'm the first to admit, price of milk a little bit fucking how you going these days. But
well, although I don't know where the price of milk is at, because haven't we just come out of a milk war?
I actually just bought milk this morning. Could not tell you how much it cost.
Didn't we? Weren't we in a milk war not long ago?
Oh, well,
Coles versus Woolies, milk war, one of the great milk wars all time.
Mate,
killed the fucking dairy farmers industry. Killed it.
Where were you when the milk wars went on?
Well,
you know what I mean? I knew where I was when Princess Di died.
I know where I wasn't, and that was in the milk game. Because if you were in the milk game, you were fucking swiftly put out of it.
Mate, no, it was tough. It was tough. It was a bloody race to the bottom in terms of prices.
I remember watching a show. It was ABC's Struggle Street. Not this first season, which was contentious, but the second season. And there was this one punter on there, a milk farmer. All he fucking wanted to do his whole life was milk cows. And he inherited all these cows off his old man. And it was just like, this poor old cunt was fucking with a young family and his wife. He was working 4 a.m. till like 11 p.m. every day and getting paid fuck all from Big Milk. And I thought, those slimy pricks at Big Milk have got this poor punter to answer to.
Well, absolutely. They've got this guy fucking squeezing cow tits just round the clock. Just trying to put milk on the table.
Yeah, just trying to put milk on the table.
He probably still has to pay for milk, the poor cunt.
Exactly right.
And he's squeezing it from the source.
Shocking. So I don't know if Hoops was accurate on that point.
But it's kind of like it's...
But it's not the point, is it?
But no, it's not the point. That's the thing. It's just, that's not the point. And everyone, and again, listening to the radio coming in this morning, fucking shout out to Mark Levy, friend of the show. But he was on 2GB and he's going like they're calling him greedy and shit. Gordy, I was a bit surprised at Gordy on NRL 360 sort of like alluding to the players being greedy. And it was like they've signed off on the money. And again, this is my interpretation. Like, I could be wrong here, obviously. But like, we're shocked by that. But like, to my understanding, the players were like because it's the players on the, you know, it's like your Welshes, your DCEs who are like the board members. But like the top end of town players, the big milk players, I thought their whole thing was about trying to up the fucking minimum wage for little milk footballers, so they got more milk.
That was the impression we were under. The sticking point, at least at the start of the season, from my memory, Tom, was all around the pool of money that is put away for injuries and stuff and how that could be accessed. That was my
there's some players fund, and I think the NRL want to have
final say.
Not even final say. I think it's like 50. Can you try to find some specifics, Dave? Maybe. Very interesting. But like 50% control of how they spend it.
Right.
So they both, and I think the Players Union maybe want all of it. We'll try and get a bit more information there. It's from our good friend Dio Dave, who's very pro-union, so should be helpful. But then, what was the other thing that was fucking...
So how long is this media blackout going for?
That's it. So
I ran past NRL HQ yesterday, punters and dribblers on a run, and Abdo was out the front giving an update.
Was that just a way for you to bloody slip in that you went for a run?
Yep. A lot of media attention.
How far did you run?
7.5.
Splits?
Was that with Elza, so it's a bit slow.
Oh, wow, he's fucking throwing her under the bus.
Yeah, I will. I will throw her under the bus. She's slow.
So what were they,
6:15.
Oh, 6:15.
Still quicker than Tobler. Who's apparently going to beat me in the marathon, but anyway.
Yeah, right. That's so funny. It is still quicker than Toller, isn't it? That's hilarious.
Oh, by 3 seconds, come on.
Right, but he's running slowly. You were maxing out, respectfully. SydneyMarathon.com, promo code Dribbler.
Tobler went for 2 runs last week and is more convinced than ever that he'll beat me in the marathon.
It was 4 runs, and I am going to run sub 4 hour.
He is losing weight, though. Shout out to Tobler. He's lost a fair bit of weight.
How much would he at now, bro?
Weighed myself this morning at 94.7.
Still a ways to go.
Still a ways to go. He's looking like, but you're starting to see it.
End of July, I'll be 90 is the plan. End of dry July, we'll be 90.
Mate,
are you off the piss?
Off the piss for the
Good
month.
for you. I was off the piss for 2 weeks. It was meant to be 2 weeks this Saturday, but Dad turned 70 yesterday, so I was like, fuck it. I'm not going to be like, sorry, Dad.
You have to piss for 10 days.
I think, man, I'm so happy with that. Yeah. So the media blackout thing as well. So this is on the radio this morning. They're like, they just dramatize everything so much. It's like, you know, you're going to have little Johnny sitting at home with his parents and he loves Nico Hines, and then they play the Tigers and then the game finishes and he's like, Mum, Dad, why isn't Nico talking? Is anyone fucking really going to give that much of a shit? Like, obviously, they've got to do something, right? And somebody's like, well, why don't you just fucking not play? And you're like, well, that'd suck. Do we need to go that far? I'm assuming they're trying to like take measured steps to like, if you don't want us to play, like that seems to be like the most extreme action you could take.
Well,
right?
that puts the lockouts in the NBA and the NHL into focus. Like, they've lost seasons.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is fucking outrageous. Yeah. Could you imagine if we lost a rugby league season? There would be riots in the street.
But some people are sort of almost saying, it's like, oh, why don't you just fucking not play then if you're really serious? It's like, well, because we don't, I mean, I assume it's because they don't want to have fucking lockouts. Like, they're talking about great, like, you know, think about the fans. They're the fucking stakeholders. They pay your wages. It's like, I think they're trying to get something that's like a little bit more whole. Now, listen, it doesn't mean that they're 100% beyond reproach or that they aren't being too fucking, you know, they aren't doing anything wrong in this situation, but you're not hearing anything. To me, it feels like the way it's being reported is just super, super like misleading.
It's like, it's so funny the coverage the game gets in this way. Like, we're stakeholders, we deserve this. Like, you wouldn't have no one has the same conversations or the same media scrutiny on like what the banks do. They do whatever the fuck they want. We're more invested in them than we are in the game of rugby league.
It's a great point.
I can tell you right now.
Yeah.
I got more money sitting in my Combank account than I do I've ever spent on the game of rugby league.
Exactly. You know I went into a bank to try and get money out when we were buying a car a couple of years ago, and I'm like, oh, I need to get this money out. And they're like, nah. I'm like, excuse me? I'm like, well, but you've got money. Like, yeah, no, I'm sorry, we can't give that much out. And then I'm like, give me my fucking money. And they eventually did it. So they could do it, but they're just trying to fuck me around.
Exactly. So my point is, it's the amount of focus on it is ridiculous that you've got like 4 old men sitting on a channel designed around the sport in its entirety being like, it's a fucking disgrace, they're not doing me. Mate, most of the time I don't watch the media after the game. You know what I mean?
But listen, the post-game interviews,
you're not watching,
full respect to them, they're not that good.
Do you watch every post-game, do you?
No.
Do you watch every single post-game?
To be honest, the only post-games I'm really like keen to listen to is Origin, post-Origin.
Oh, mate, you're a brave man sitting down to like some fucking Knights West post-game. Like, Jesus
Exactly. So, like, you know, it doesn't even seem like it's that drastic a step that they're like, listen, we're not doing media. Like, they're trying to make a point. They're trying to put their foot down. Again, whether they're right or wrong in it is up for fucking someone else more intelligent, or it's up to interpretation, or there is a truth out there that I'm not entirely sure of.
There'll be multiple truths.
Exactly.
There always is.
But just the way that it's reported, it's like if you're listening, take it with a grain of fucking salt, because it is so fucking one-sided, and the shit they're talking about is, to me, misleading to what seemingly would be the things to focus on.
So you think that they might be getting prodded in a certain direction?
Well, I don't know if I'm not even saying, I'm just like, they don't care about money. Like, as in the money thing, I think they're sweet with.
Of course they care about money.
No, as in the money thing they're good with.
But the money's signed off.
The money's signed off on.
So what it says here, the RLPA hasn't demanded any more money since last December, but the NRL is pushing to determine how the players' share of revenue is allocated to the Players Association and its programs, including things like medical support funds and injury hardship funds. And as well as that, the NRL is also, in the offer that they've put to the RLPA, they've said that they will have ownership and access of player data, including medical information, and will also be able to introduce more games without approval from the Players Association.
That was one as well where it's like they want to. So I think it's like a 2-game threshold the NRL says they can have before they need to consult the players. So the NRL can introduce 2 more games to a player's average to a player's year.
Fucking hell.
But without
we'd be getting a bit long in the tooth there.
I know. I don't think they're saying they will, but they're saying that's the threshold they have before they need to consult players. And I'm like, why wouldn't you just fucking consult them? I mean, maybe it makes it a bit longer. I can understand. You know what?
These consultation processes probably go for a year.
It could take ages. So I can understand having a threshold. And if you want, and if 2 games is it, I think that's okay. Like, truthfully, I don't really give a fuck. But you're like, I can also understand how if you're a player and Testy Pop City, I'm losing my voice. I can understand why that may be a sticking point. Like, you're going to play more games. Like,
you might play more games.
You might. Well, I think they're just saying, like, they want to be consulted for the increase in workload. And the NRL's like, yeah, we'll do it after, like, two games. We don't have to tell you.
Right. Listen, I mean, I don't really have a strong opinion one way or the other on that. 2 doesn't seem like too many. 2 doesn't seem
like too many. I think 2's sort of all right.
But I'd also argue that a 29-round season starting to get pretty fucking how you going.
Yeah, well, I guess, like, if they bring another team in, right, that's, like, at least, what?
Well, it can be whatever you want because we don't play everyone twice anyway. Do you know what I mean?
No, but the amount of game, if you've got another team, you've got an extra, like, you've got 9 games a week.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean but they dictate how many rounds you play. Like, at the moment, you don't play every team twice, so they can chop and change however the fuck they want.
True. So you can still bring another team and play those games.
Doesn't matter.
If they're adding 2 games, if they do that, and the bargaining agreement that they've offered now sticks, then they can essentially, once they've added 2 games, I think, add another 2 games because they haven't negotiated a new one. You know what I mean?
So as in, like, you could constantly just keep adding 2 games at a time and not get fucking.
That's what it seems like from I could be wrong, but I think because
you couldn't do that. You couldn't do that
because it'd have to be like 2 games.
It'd be 1, and then that's
you've done. All right, you've done 2 games. Okay, sweet. If you do anything else,
that's your 2.
Consult. Yeah, you've done your 2.
You can't do 2 and they go, oh no, another 2. You can't just add in.
Probably
2s.
not in the same season.
That'd be cheeky.
Yeah,
but there's no way. No.
There's no way.
There's no way.
No.
But like a full media blackout, hopefully we can circumnavigate that and try and fucking, like, hopefully we're not media.
We aren't.
No, we're not media.
Since when are we in the media?
We're not fucking media.
No, we're not.
We're just dickheads.
Just a couple of fucking...
Just a couple of dickheads.
Couple of dickheads.
Couple of dudes with dicks for heads.
That's us, Tom and I. How'd you hit him yesterday, mate?
Look, good and bad. Scotty Cam came up clutch a couple of times.
Did he?
And he deserted me a couple of times.
Did you have him rolling?
I had him rolling, but he also left me.
Overhit it?
Mate, I tell you what I'm doing. What I noticed a couple of times is I'll take my backswing. It's for putting, obviously, is Scotty Cameron. And then as I'm coming in, I fucking hood the club or I open it. I hood the putter, I open it. Rather than just picking my line and just hitting true, I start to try and, like, almost fucking put some fucking topspin on the cunt.
Why?
Because I'm stupid, Eddie. And because I'm not Mr. Excuses here, but Dad's 70th birthday yesterday. We had a lovely round at Moore Park. Shout out to the boys at Moore Park, actually. They gave us the round for free and gave us a free cart. So that was very nice.
Why?
Because they love Dad.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And
happy birthday, Bill.
Happy birthday, Bill. 70 years young. But listen, did this daddy have a bottle of native seeds in his golf bag? And maybe we all got stuck in
Excuse factory.
I'm the excuse factory here. We got on the native seeds. I do that most of the time I play, though, so it's not really
I don't think I've played with you. I haven't been on it, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It's good fun.
Literally not one round.
Mate, and it's funny because I always start off relatively, like, by my standards, I start off all right. And then...
Didn't you have an 11 to start?
No. Oh, I was hitting them well. I hit some good shots, but then again, I was hitting them like... So, like, I was getting onto them. Because, again, when you're as shit as me, right, if I get onto one, I'm happy.
Yes.
So, like, I hit one over the fucking green on the first hole, but I got onto it.
Yeah.
With a 9-iron from fucking way too far, but I was like, I'll hit a 9-iron.
Did you find your range?
Mate, I still haven't even turned the thing on.
Are you serious? Fucking take it back.
No,
there.
I will. I will turn it on, but I haven't turned it on.
Fucking hopeless.
Anyway.
How did you go around yesterday not using it? They're so fun.
No, they are fun, but listen, mate, we were chopping up, we were talking shit, you know. I should have had it, though, because it would have been some of my dad's shots.
It was daunting, wasn't it, for you?
It was daunting. Mate, by the time I got there, after we did about even, I had to rush straight off. I'm like, how much time is this thing going to take to set up? It took you a little while, which you double for me, right? Like,
It didn't take me that long.
Contextually, it did, though, right? So, like, if I'm in a rush, it took
like
you
3
longer
minutes.
than me.
Probably 3
Well, 6 minutes I didn't have. I also didn't have a cart. Will and Dad were in the cart, and I had to walk around.
Why didn't you get your own cart?
I had my trolley. I didn't mean, let's be honest, I could do the walk.
Yeah, you probably could do it with the walk, yeah.
Mate, so I hit some great shots. I got a fucking par on the second hole. Nice 9-iron off the deck.
The Hideki?
The Hideki, yeah. And then it all went to shit. Good shots mixed with bad.
What,
but
11s, 13s, 15s?
Mate, 11s, 13s, 10s, 8s, 11s, 13s, 15s.
Oh, like a fucking...
Awful.
Like a Barry of a day.
Yeah, but again, like mixed in with great shots. So off the tee, I was crunching some, dude. Like absolutely crunching. But then...
Straight as a dice.
Yeah, dude, huge. Like, you know, like longest drive of all time sort of thing. Like me and the Rock, longest drive of all time.
Like what, 270 into the wind sort of stuff?
Mate, I'm talking like 410. On the flop, you know what I mean? 410 on the flop, not even hard. But then it was followed up by like 6 duffs, 6 Hillarys.
Yeah. The Hillarys will get you.
Hillarys will fucking
That's
get
that's what prevents
You and I.
a 20 handicapper from becoming a 10 handicapper.
Hillary.
Is Hillary. Hillary just shows up and goes, no. Not today.
Nah. Yeah, it's all well and good hitting off a fucking tee, prop it up for you. You know?
Prop me up
Sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But the game that we play now, and look, I encourage everyone out there to do it. And I'm probably not even going to be able to explain it too well, but it's just a game.
This will be fun.
Yeah, it's a really fun game. It's a really neat game. It's the tee game. It's about finding tees on the green. Iron tees worth 2, maybe 3 points, depending on the quality of the tee.
Iron tee.
You know the little ones? Those little, like, the iron tees? So rather than those big fucking lame dogs that you're hitting drivers off, there's these cute little iron tees.
And they're made of what?
Well, the wooden iron tees, there's plastic iron tees.
Oh, iron, right. I'm with you. Yeah.
So they're the ones that are highly coveted in the Birmingham household because they are. Because iron tees are just better. But you're for irons, obviously. But that's what we're after. Because you never find them. They're way rarer.
Right. Because they're not as used.
They're not as used.
Everyone used driver tees off the tee. Shock horror.
Correct. So the iron tees is what you're looking for, but then also, you know those like plastic ones that are like I'm trying to.
What, the ones with the colour at the top?
No, they're good ones. They're worth 1 point. Those like long ones with the coloured rubber at the top, they're 1 pointers.
I like them because you know how far to put it in.
Yes, but just like big wooden ones, don't bring me that shit. It's not worth anything. So
no,
like,
they're fucking hopeless.
They're not worth a point. But
big wooden ones snap in a heartbeat.
Exactly, mate. But then there's also those plastic ones where it's like skinny and then it...
Again.
But they're
so
like
you know
long and...
Yeah, so you know where to put your ball.
Yeah, but those
You
ones...
drive off them too.
Yeah, but those ones are a bit lame. They just snap every time, those plastic ones. They snap every time. But so even though they're shit, you never see them intact. You never find them intact. You only find them broken because they're so shit. So if you find a full intact one in the wild, that's actually a gem. You never.
So how long are you
it.
Birmingham's on the tee for? Fucking emu bobbing around.
No, not that
broken
long.
old tees.
No, it's like you don't want to hold up
Jesus,
time. But it's
like,
when you're up there.
that Birmingham family's full
Look
of
at that,
hard times. Jesus Christ.
Look at that threesome over there. They're fucking. There's like 12 people waiting behind us to tee off. We're emu bobbing for tees. Listen, I won the tee game though. Not a big deal, which helped because I lost the actual game.
Who won? Bill, obviously.
Bill won, but he had when the old native seeds got their talons into Bill. It was one of the funniest things ever because he hits them well, right? Like, and he's pretty good. And then we were on like the 15th, 16th hole, and he goes to, it was a par 3, and he just smacks it like directly fucking to the right, like, was it horizontal? Horizontally, like right angle to him, and it goes into a bush, like almost hits me and Will in the cart. We just start taking the piss out of him. Then he goes again, duffs it like 2 meters in front of himself. So he's hitting for like 10 already, and he's like, up to where me and Will are. Then he fucking launches it way over the back of the green, and he's just so rattled. He's like, oh, mate, instead of mulligans, he was having gummies. He was calling it gummies or some shit. I can't remember. But once it hit him, he was just completely fucking rattled. But listen, mate, a great day. I think there's like
Play 18.
Yeah, play at 18. There's some really good. Well, that's also it. He tried to use the gummy as an excuse. I'm like, buddy, you had it on the first hole. You're now saying that it's hit you on the 15th. I think you're now starting to see where I get my excuse factory traits from. Because I'm like, let's be honest here. You've been gummied for fucking the last 10 holes. But I think there's some really good golf in me, you know?
You think there's good golf in
There's
you?
good golf in me, dude. Like, I see myself as a golfer, right? Like, as like an archaeologist who's found, like, me in the fucking earth, and they're just brushing away a golfer. You know? They're just chiseling away.
Have they found all of you?
No. Well, I'm intact, yeah, but they haven't
yeah.
fully removed me from
Right.
the earth's.
What do you reckon? What do you reckon's holding you back? Everything.
Well, I've only got one guy chiseling away at me, and that's me. I'm chiseling away at myself. I need someone there chiseling away.
Lessons.
At me. Yeah.
Which we keep talking about
Yeah, I know.
and do nothing about.
No, I know. I bumped into that guy again.
Which guy?
Oh,
yeah, right. Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't remember his name. I'm sorry, dude. But he's fucking just like, come on.
Oh, he's giving a rev up.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. He looked into my soul when he did it too. It was so edge.
I was gearing up for it.
That was fucking disgraceful. Like, that's play on, right? I don't mind about that. But it was him eyeballing me as he did it.
Yeah.
It was something
Primal.
Buffalo Bill about it.
Yeah. No, mate, I was sending it your way.
Primal's not the word I used.
No. Well, I don't know. Could be.
Yeah, it's lather on the skin stuff.
Yeah. The lotion on the skin.
Lotion.
Mate, good day though. Went to dinner, got loose. We're at fucking
Where'd you go?
Toddy's.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Just a nip up from the house.
Did you get the
which was
tiramisu?
nice. No, I didn't get dessert. They brought a cake over to our place.
You didn't get the masood?
Mate, the Josh Masood. No, I didn't.
It's fucking elite.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, dude, but I was so fucking full. I will say this. Can I say this?
What?
Toddy's kind of overrated. It's nice. They got nice, like the...
If it wasn't owned by Hams,
Yeah.
it wouldn't get the fucking credit it gets. Although I'll
my old
say...
man was bagging it out, like, there. Like, he was so loud and drunk. Not drunk, he wasn't wasted, but he was like... He ordered a schnitzel, though. I'm like, cunt, what are you ordering a schnitzel for at a fucking Italian
Schnitzel?
restaurant? That was, he was off his head.
There are good items on the menu, though. But
Oh,
it is
dude, it's all the
overhyped.
starters and shit. That's what you want.
Mate, you get that? Do you get the anchovies on that bread? Oof.
I don't know. No, we didn't. But,
You didn't.
But the thing is,
Be
we
better.
But what we did was we cock-blocked ourselves with mains. Fuck mains. Just get starters. But again, it's exy. Like,
Get fucking 4 breads in the sides and you're off
Yeah,
to the races.
you're off to the
Then you get the tiramisu, you head home.
That bread's good.
That's all you need to do.
Yeah.
Maybe you get a ragu.
Someone nicked
Bang.
our wine. Some fucking, just very uncouth. But we had some wine there, and I'm also a bit like, hey, when you go to these places and they don't leave the wine on your table, they like leave it in an ice bucket over there. It's like, can't just leave it here and I'll top myself up.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Give me an ice bucket and fuck off.
Well, it
Someone
depe-
walked
no, it
over and
dep-
nicked our wine and started pouring it on the table.
It depends. Like, I'll allow it to be held off site, but if it gets the moment it gets below a certain range, I need it to be topped up. If you're going to be that sharp between the eyes, or the ears rather, if you're going to be that sharp between the ears and that astute, I'll allow it.
Yes.
But what I most often find, Tom, I'm talking 90% and more of the time, is that I'm dry.
Yes. They were pretty good in their defence to Toddy's. They were pretty good topping us up, but they weren't good at guarding it. It was like you see those nature shows, and you see like a bird that like leaves their nest with eggs, and some little fucking eagle comes.
That would have
and
been
poaches the eggs.
That would have been a red flag to a bull
Oh yeah,
for you and your old man.
yeah. Well, I saw it. I went, wait, is that? Are they fucking? They just poured out our wine, and then then the chick sort of noticed, and someone else noticed, and I'm looking at them and I'm like, is that our fucking? And the girl, like, it wasn't available by the glass, so he couldn't just go whatever. It just became a kerfuffle. And I'm like, hey, you know how to fix this problem? Like, it ultimately wasn't a big deal. They just gave us another bottle. But, like, just leave it on the fucking table. Give me an ice bucket, or leave the ice bucket right next to the table, and fucking
Ice bucket holder.
there was ones that, like, literally just clamp onto the table.
Ice bucket holders.
Yeah. It's not that hard.
No, it's not.
I would have made room for one.
There'd be a fucking... I wonder if they're patenting the ice bucket holder. You reckon someone's got a patent on that? Fucking rolling in cash.
If they do, they're rolling in it. But I fear they don't.
Imagine being an ice bucket holder baron.
An ice bucket baron.
No.
Oh, the holder. Sorry, not the bucket. The holder. You couldn't own the patent on a bucket. Nah, this is specifically an ice bucket. Like, fuck you.
Talking about the holder.
No, I know you're talking about the holder.
Yeah.
I also slammed my finger in a door last night when I had 3 sheets to the wind, as they say.
What does that mean?
It's a sailing term. I think it's 3 sheets to the wind is like all systems go, or that's just me guessing as well. Like all the sails up.
Yeah.
All the sails up.
Yeah.
And the wind just fucking bootsing you. But to the wind, I don't make sense. I don't understand.
Face them into the wind and it'll catch it and see you later, alligator.
No, it's kind of the opposite of that. So the sheet in the phrase is actually meaning the rope that controls the trim of the sail. So if the sheet is loose, the sail flaps and doesn't provide control to the ship. So having several sheets loose, so 3 sheets to the wind, is basically you're out of control.
Which makes more sense because that's
so that's actually because 3 sheets to the wind is when you're fucking blind. You're not all systems
flying.
go.
No. But I thought maybe like charging.
Well,
but this makes more sense
because it's used more in the inebriated sense as opposed to the
charging sense. Yes,
as the front left sort of stuff.
Oh yeah, that wasn't my front left hands either. I just want everyone to know that wasn't like how I experienced the front left. That's not me at front left. Don't worry, I'm way cooler than that. Or at least I was.
Yeah.
I'm probably not now. Great day, though. Great day.
Happy birthday, Bill.
Happy birthday, Bill.
Good on you, mate.
As always, punters and dribbles, we're brought to you by our good friends at Ned's, the preeminent punting platform. I don't know what preeminent means, so you might have to fact check me on that. But the number one betting platform.
Preeminent, I always thought was the best.
David will tell us.
You know what I mean?
That's what I think. I just say shit.
But if preeminent means the best,
then I'm
correct.
You
nailed it because they are the best. Neds are the best.
Do we want to just do like a clock for how long it takes Dave to type the word preeminent in?
It's already at 30 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, have I got time? I might just check my messages.
Yeah, well, it seems like that.
It is surpassing all others, very distinguished in some way. And the example they give is the world's preeminent expert on asbestos.
There you go. Or the world's preeminent
example
betting platform
is Ned's,
in our opinion. Now, we've always got our Ned's group in there, which is pumping.
And when I say pumping, I think that would almost be an understatement.
Yeah.
It's filled to the brim with dribblers.
Yeah.
A few punters in there too.
Punters, dribblers, sharing bets, talking shit, having a good time.
Code dribbler.
The code is dribbler. You head to the groups tab in Ned's, and that is where you go to have yourselves a very fun, responsible time. But that's what it's about. We love Ned's.
Jump in there, share your bets.
there.
If you got a same game that you think is cherry ripe, why don't you share it in?
A bet shared is a bet earned.
Yes. And sharing, as our parents taught us, is caring. Sharing is caring.
You know what else is caring, Eddie? Betting responsibly. What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website. Oh, that's right. The rugby jerseys. They hit us up about this.
Wallabies.
They're nice jerseys. I like the colour.
Oh, fuck yeah. Tommy?
Yep.
We got heaps of them. New World Cup jerseys, punters and dribblers.
This is a large, I'd say. So that's
this is a large as well. As large as everywhere,
is there
man.
any XLs?
Probably not.
I did ask for them. Well, I mentioned XL. This is a nice colour, this jersey.
Well, that's what they fought for, mate. If you recall, there you go, XL.
There you go.
Look at that badge. That badge is fucking sick. Look at that.
Fuck yeah. Oh, that's dope.
Look at that, bro. That is unbelievable.
That's mad.
Punters and dribblers.
New Wallabies jerseys. Tobes.
Fucking oath. We might give one of these out.
Yeah. Well, on the stream.
Yeah, we'll give some out tonight on the stream, punters and dribblers. Do we know who we're having on?
No.
No.
No. Might just be you and me, Dad. Just another show together.
R6 is excited to unveil the 2023 Wallabies jersey, ready for the Rugby World Cup in France. Nothing feels better than union. So we hope you wear your gold jersey with pride and come together with other fans to support the Wallabies. Nothing feels better. R6, sweet.
Thank you
Good
very
on ya.
much. No, mate, these look mad.
Honestly, punters and dribblers, these are
logo's
these are
dope.
sick. This logo is fucking unbelievable. Feel the texture on that.
Yeah, I know.
That's nice.
I know.
That's
cool.
very nice. Do we win a bill in this time?
Yeah,
like
we do. No, we win a bill in it, dude.
Feel like we win a bill in this, bruh. I like how. Oh, fucking hang on. Oof.
What?
Oh,
Look at that.
oh, whoops.
Bit of a bill on the sleeve there. In the
Whoops,
years
double
we won.
bill.
Yeah.
Fuck, the 90s was good to us.
Yeah, it was good.
Double
90s
bill.
was good to us. I miss the 90s.
So do I. 91, that's the birth year. Fucking oath. Look at that.
99.
I tell you what I like about these jerseys, Tom, and this is no disrespect to some of the proud sponsors of the Wallabies, but it's clean.
It's clean. Yeah.
Look how clean that is.
I'm sure that will change come World Cup day. But
No, it doesn't. It's a
doesn't?
rule.
Oh,
You can't.
really? Has it always been that?
Yeah, always at the World Cup. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I love that.
You don't pay attention. That's fine.
No, I don't pay attention, Eddie. We know that. I agree. That's fantastic that you don't have the sponsors on there. To be honest, man, like, I reckon with the national sides, you shouldn't.
I agree.
I reckon national sides...
Not everything needs to be a fucking... And this, we're not talking about ASICS here, punters and dribblers, because they obviously made the kit, but I'm talking about the big sponsor bang on the front, fucking Bill's Toys or some shit. Like, it's a bit much.
Look, I mean, I'm assuming Bill's Toys does not have the cash to sponsor a national team.
Why not?
Well, I just don't know what the Bill's Toys does.
Mate, there's a New Zealander who's a billionaire from Toys.
I'm sure he is, but is Bill's Toys on the front of anything?
But I'm saying, his name's not Bill, but I'm just saying there's money in toys. That's all I'm saying.
I know
That giraffe person would be a fucking Billy, wouldn't
Oh,
it?
you mean the little squeaky giraffe that every single child has?
Correct.
What's that called again? Lucy the giraffe or something?
Tony.
I don't know.
Is it
We should
Tony?
get one for Kempy. Or do you mean fucking... You're not talking about Happy Healthy Harold.
No. Good. No, I'm not.
That cunt's cracked. Yeah, no, I think national jerseys shouldn't have sponsors on the front generally. That's not to say you don't have sponsors for your national teams, obviously. But you look at the All Blacks, theirs is pretty fucking...
We must. There's no mid-year
Test.
tour. There wouldn't be in a World Cup year, I'm guessing.
What other Wallabies tests?
Yeah, I don't know, actually.
Do we just go straight into the Shorten Rugby Championship? 2 games against each, maybe even 1 game against each. Dave will get that.
They're usually the ones we win. We like to win a fucking
No, we'll win.
trophy in a World Cup
We'll win
year.
a Tri-Nation. We'll win a Rugby Championship. We won't win a Bled.
No.
As evidenced by the fact we haven't won one since 2002,
Yeah.
which is starting to get.
I want to
long
talk to...
tooth.
I'd love to get Eddie Jones on the podcast.
Love to get Eddie Jones on the podcast.
How do we get Eddie Jones on the podcast?
We'd probably just ask him. So we've been big fans of yours.
Huge fans of yours, Eddie.
We've always had your back. Except for when you were a trader, but
Yeah,
that
well,
doesn't count.
outside of that, but I mean, that's not our fault.
Not our fault you fucking
You went and coached.
turned your coat. That's
Yeah.
it's not my problem.
But now that you're back, I'd love to have you on.
Now that you're back, more than happy to have you on. This gold's nice.
It's good. The gold's got me going.
The
dude.
gold's got me horny, baby. It's really getting into its work over
No,
there on
dude,
that
that thing
seat.
looks-
I can't stop looking
No,
at it.
it looks like a core sample from a Violet Crumble. Look at that thing.
Oh yeah.
Or a Crunchy even.
Probably a crunchy.
I think more crunchy.
Yeah,
I think
crunchy's
crunchy a bit more-
yellower.
yeah.
I think you'll find the Violet Crumble's a bit duller.
Bit washed out.
Bit washed out,
Yeah.
Tom.
And also, I mean, I don't want to speak ill of the Crumble, but I'm actually pro Crunchy in that battle. I don't really care for either of them, but-
I think on the whole, yeah, I'd probably go along with you. 12's my sort of.
I'm just saying.
12's my
I'm
poison
saying
at the moment.
in the Violet Crumble Crunchy battle.
I've always liked Violet Crumbles. I've always liked crunchies.
Same. I definitely don't buy them though. It's like if they're in the favourites, I'll pound a couple, but otherwise I don't. You know,
Well, you don't get the Violet Crumble in the favourites.
don't you? What do you?
No,
you get the crunchy.
You
That's
get
what
the
I mean.
crunchy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know that Violet Crumble offcuts are what is used to make Birdie Beetles?
Birdie Beetles. Sorry,
Is that
block
right?
your ears if you're offended. Birdie Beetles fucking suck.
They're okay.
That's all. They're okay. They are passable as chocolate.
I don't know. I don't know. Listen, I don't know why they've got such a big run at the shows.
No, I don't understand why it's such a huge thing either. Because they
You
just
can go to the show and get a Birdie Beetle mega bag.
but they taste like chocolate that when you buy chocolate and it's off and it's like white.
Well, that's because you usually get it at the show and it's been there carried around the country for fucking 4 years before you get to buy it.
Yeah, that's Birdie Beetle.
I don't trust the carny. They're not selling stuff
No,
at a respectable food safety level.
you wouldn't think so, and that's no disrespect to carnies. That's just the way of the carny.
That's the way the carny. Have we got a schedule there for us, Dave? Or
Yeah. So Wallabies, I was just looking up some Birdie Beetle stuff. It is mainly sold at shows. They don't use offcuts anymore, but they did for a good 50 years.
That's like the chicken nugget at McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like it's an offcut of just all the other meats just jammed into some fucking. Oh, let me get back to you on meats.
But so it's just we've got the 3 rugby championship games: South Africa, Argentina, New Zealand.
so
and
just
then,
one apiece.
When do they start?
The first one is this Sunday. That's in South Africa, 1:05 a.m.
How
our
the
time.
fuck don't we know this shit, guys?
This Sunday.
This Sunday at 1 a.m.
Guys,
so the
come
rugby-
on, man. Like, what?
So we only play each other once.
Yep.
In a Rugby World Cup year, and then do we have fucking?
And then then we've just got kind of 2 warm-up games. We've got one game. Actually, sorry, we've got another game against New Zealand, which will be for the Bledisloe, so we play them twice.
Okay.
And that's in New Zealand. And then we've got a warm-up game against France, and then into the World Cup.
The fact we still don't play.
So we've got
3
1,
blokes is
2,
fucking
3,
ridiculous.
4, 5 games, and we're in.
Yep.
Fuck. What time? What dates it start?
September 10th is our first game.
Mate,
Against who?
We're rolling
Against
some
Georgia.
sport.
Who's in our pool? Georgia, Wales, and
Georgia,
someone.
Wales, Fiji, and Portugal.
We win
Okay.
that pool.
Well, we 100% win that pool because we fucking love pounding the Welsh at World Cup. Simple as that. Punishing dribbles.
The Welsh,
Simple as that.
The Welsh get scared of us.
This isn't. I'm not bashing rugby here. I think we need to. I think the marketing pigeon needs a long, hard look at itself.
Bro, it's so
I
fucking
don't.
silly. Is that Dubrovnik?
Did anyone know that we were playing this Sunday?
No.
Legitimately.
No idea.
Someone told me, a South African dude told me during the week, and that's the only way
That's
I knew.
insane, though, to me. Like, that's insane.
Did you know Tobler?
Not at all. Didn't see anything on social media like.
And like I love, we love international rugby. Obviously, notice like we're not super into the Super Rugby at the moment. It's just it is what it is. But love international rugby. How the fuck aren't you promoting that shit?
Especially in a World Cup year.
But it shouldn't. It shouldn't be like I shouldn't have a choice whether I know about that or not. In the sense like you should be fucking waterboarding me with the fact that rugby, the international. Like is starting this week.
But you know what? We're going to step the fuck up.
Yeah,
Tom
we're going to
and I,
step the fuck up.
because no one else is fucking having a crack. It's a World Cup year, and the boys need our help.
Yeah.
So South Africa away. Is it what Joburg?
Loftus, which is, I think in Pretoria.
Are you going for South Africa here? What's the go?
No, I'm not going for
You
South
better
Africa.
not be.
Well, I'm
because you like turning your coat.
Well, that's
Not
what I
to
meant.
South
That's why I
Africa.
asked.
It is in Pretoria, yeah.
Pretoria.
Yeah.
Is there a
Eddie's
place?
Eddie's first game in charge.
Yep.
Ooh.
I know.
He starts well when he went to England. He started pretty well. I'm pretty sure. Japan, they beat South Africa at the World Cup. Like, I trust Eddie.
I trust Eddie. I fucking like Eddie.
I'm a big fan of
Big
Eddie's
fan
work.
of Eddie. Please come on.
Who's what's the squad?
I did see that.
I think
other day.
Hooper's back being skipper.
Yeah, they
Him
have
and
named the
Slipper.
squad.
Nice. I trust Hooper.
I trust Hooper.
I trust him.
I feel bad for someone like Cooper, who is an all-time great. That like we've had a few all-time greats that have
We've
come
talked
through.
about this before.
Yeah, I know.
Wrong era.
But they've just come through this era of shit where you don't get rewarded for your greatness. It's funny to see
went
him
off.
old now. Yeah, it's gone.
Oh, hang on.
He's someone who is a very legitimate yardstick for me of my age, Michael Hooper, because when he came in, he was like a young guy. He was like the youngest captain we've ever had. And it was like, fuck, how crazy is this guy? Like, similar age. He's fucking did it. He's actually significantly younger than me, I think. But he's now like, retiring from Super Rugby. He's played like 400 tests.
So the squad.
Alan Alatoa, Richie Arnold. Dude, Rory Arnold, who's Richie's twin brother, is the highest paid Australian rugby player in the world right now. Fucking insane. He's
What's he on?
1.5 million a year.
Wow.
He's a second rower in Japan, I'm pretty sure.
Fuck me.
And his team, he's played for the team that they got kicked out of the comp for the year because a bunch of their teammates got into some like barroom brawl. And I think in Japan, obviously no one's pro barroom brawl, but in NRL that'd be like a great story.
Yeah.
Whereas this, they're
Let's
like,
pat on the back
it's like,
stuff.
yeah, this is like dishonorable shit. They like kicked him out of the comp.
Fuck. Man.
So I don't think he's playing. That like they won't like the club or something won't let him come back and try and play. There's something where it's like he won't get picked for the World Cup, Rory Arnold, even though he's like a great fucking second rower because he's not playing any games.
Right. So I'm assuming that they have they binned the Giddo law?
I think so. Or it's like, yeah, they must have. Michael Hooper, 124 tests, 31. Tom Hooper.
Well, because
no
Richie
idea.
Arnold's uncapped and he plays for stud.
Yeah, so that'd have to be, right? Maybe World Cup years specifically as well, they don't. But so, like, I don't know any of these guys. Matt Faisler, uncapped. Nick Frost, no idea. 9 caps. Matt Gibbon, no idea.
Jed Holloway,
I know Jed Holloway.
of course.
'Course.
124 tests for Hooper's fucking outrageous.
Yeah, it's insane. Rob Leota, I don't know who that is. Fraser McWright, I do. I think he's a breakaway. Zane Nongor, David Parecki, Pete Samu, know him. He's pretty good. Skelton. Big Skelton.
Yes.
Friend of the show. I think Skelton follows us. Shout out to Will
Shout out
Skelton.
to him.
He's fucking humongous.
Slippers played 127 tests.
Yeah,
Fuck, these
dude.
boys are getting into
Mate,
some work.
Slippers.
Where does that put him? Does that put him all
34.
time?
No, all time be Gregan. That would be my guess. Or George
140-ish?
Smith. Gregan or George Smith. That's my bet.
150 for Gregan, maybe?
140, 140, 150?
Uh,
130?
for Australia, George Gregan 139.
Yeah.
Slipper.
Slipper will get it.
Stephen Moore 129, second place.
Oh, that's right.
Stephen
and then
Moore.
Slipper.
And then who's third? And then Slipper?
And then Slipper and then Hooper.
Damn, dude. Skelton, someone said I think it was someone in the he played in the championship over in England or whatever it is. It's like that he's the best Australian import ever. I saw that headline somewhere.
Ever?
Yeah. I can't. Taniela Tupou, dude. He would be close to the highest paid player in Australian rugby, I think, at the moment as well. Can you just have a look at what Taniela Tupou's on? He is one of those players. He's only 27. That's so dope. Who has absolutely wholeheartedly delivered on
Promise.
the hype of Prodigy. Like, remember, he was at Schoolboy, the Tongan Thor. It was like his Schoolboy fucking videos were viral.
Viral, yeah.
Everyone's like, holy shit, look how quick this fucking prop is. Just
And
like,
huge he was.
and it wasn't like under 8s where you've got some big monster kid running around, man-child. It was like, this was high school fucking.
Yeah.
And he
beast.
just killed people.
Tongan Thor.
What a great fucking nickname.
What a great
And he
fucking
always
name.
wanted to play for Australia.
Yeah,
Did he play for Newington?
No, dude, he was in New Zealand.
Oh, that's right.
He was in New Zealand.
Yeah.
But he was like, I want to play for Australia.
He's on around about $1 million a year.
Fucking insane, dude. Insane.
Power to him.
Rob Valentini, Jordan Ulysses, Quade Cooper.
35. Fucking Quade just having a crack.
Yeah, Quade's still doing the damn thing, isn't he? Lalakai Foketi. 5 tests. Carter Gordon. Reece Hodge of Caden's fame. He's still... Fuck, Reece Hodge is only 28? Jeez, he's been around for a while.
Mate, how old was Reece
When he
was...
Caden's guy.
He's been in the side for a long time.
Corabetti only 30. He'd be on a fucking fair bit as well. Can you just find out what he's on? Ryan Lonergan. Tate McDermott. He has got one of the most private school haircuts, or at least he did at one point, that I've ever seen in my life. He may not have that anymore. But, like, you pair the name Tate McDermott into a private school haircut.
Yeah.
Coming from a guy who went to private school and saw fucking plenty of private school haircuts, was one of the
You
fucking...
can spot a private school
Oh,
chop.
mate, it was a serious one. Mate, I actually got I remember, I've probably told this story once, but when Steph took me to an F45 class and the trainer was training both of us and we were doing push-ups together and I had to drop to my knees because I was so... Or he was going, drop to your knees if you can't do it. Drop to your knees. And I'm fucking trying not to drop to my knees because I'm obviously with Steph and this fucking alpha dog trainer is just putting me on the bitch hard. And then I do drop to my knees, and then I get up and I'd wash my hair. My hair was really long, and it just sat so beautifully on my head. And he was like, he goes, "That's a private school haircut if ever I've seen it." And I'm like, he's right.
Oh, geez. Did he take Steph home?
No, basically, like thankfully for me, she obviously saw big things, in my future, and so she decided not to go with the sleeved up F45 guy, who definitely was much more of a man than I am.
Sure.
This guy's a weapon. Mark Nawa. I nailed this the other day. It's that's a serious last name. I actually, in truth, think that is the most gnarly last name in the history of Australian athletes. Would you say it's fair?
It's a ripper.
And I mean that in no disrespect, but as a last name, there is no last name that's ever existed that I've seen that could come close to that.
Have you nailed this a couple of months ago?
Yeah,
maybe
it's
6 months ago.
He's Fijian background. I believe. Nawanganitawase.
I think that's pretty much it.
Nawanganitawase. Mark Nawanganitawase. But he's a winger, I'm pretty sure. He's a fucking bit of a weapon. Vunivalu in there, Nick White, Tom Wright of Manly Seagulls, great.
Correct.
Let's get Tom Wright on. I want to get some rugby on, dude. So these jerseys got me horny. These jerseys have got me horny for the World Cup.
Yeah. They're fucking.
It's a World Cup, you guys. What are we doing? Let's start talking some rugby.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? It's a World Cup year.
Yeah, I know. It's disgraceful. Because we've said previously we only talk rugby in World Cup years, and that may be true, and we are doing it. But so it is. So should everyone else.
Everyone should be talking. It's a fucking World Cup year.
Springboks away, Pretoria this Sunday. Not a lick of coverage.
Not a lick of coverage. Listen,
Eddie Jones started with a bang. He was out there fucking doing the damn thing.
Talking shit.
He might be out there talking shit right now, and I haven't seen it. And apologies if he has been. But I would have liked a little bit more shit talked this close to a game.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you, Tom?
I would have loved it. I want to get fucking... Who do we want on from rugby? I wouldn't mind. I want Hooper. Apparently, speaking to some of our friends in rugby, not a huge fucking podcast guy or media. Like, he's obviously the captain, so he does media and shit, but I think someone was saying to me, like, good luck. I'd like to get Hooper on. Tom Wright. Our son Louis is friends with Tom Wright, apparently.
Okay. So Louis can sort that out.
Louis can sort that one out. We need Eddie Jones.
When's their, like, we might be a bit short on time here. When's their,
Well, we won't get him before the South Africa game.
well, obviously.
Is the whole squad in South Africa? That seems like a bit much. You don't need to send fucking 400 guys over to South Africa, do you?
I think at the top it said squad for South Africa.
Jesus. No. Oh, did it really? That seems like a fucking lot.
Wallabies squad to take on Springboks.
Jesus Christ.
Good.
Great.
Send them. Send them all.
Utility, Ben Donaldson, Josh Kemeny.
Shout out to Josh Kemeny, was in my team at East, used to pick me out every training to run straight at me because he knew he could run straight over me.
And you couldn't tackle him?
Not even slightly.
I wonder if he owns Kemeny's on Bondi Road.
I think it might be his family.
Oh,
I feel
really?
Like someone said that
Isn't
to
there
me,
a D in that?
No.
Kemedy?
But I'm pretty sure Kemeny's is done now. It got bought over by...
No,
it's still there, but it's also a Woolworths Metro, which is
It's like a hybrid.
Yeah. It's a hybrid. You're right, it's a hybrid.
It is a hybrid.
And I mean, I'm sure it's interesting for the people who don't live in Bondi, but...
well, it's probably not interesting for anyone, but it is a hybrid.
It is a hybrid.
That's right. Shout out the Wallabies.
Dude, shout out.
Shout
Thank
out
you for
Essex.
these jerseys.
We'll wear them
Good
with
stuff.
pride.
I am worried about the length of it.
No, that's okay, mate.
Just the length.
No, just leave.
Stand up, Tobler. Let me see. Oh, no. Length of it. Put your arms in the air. No, up.
No, they're all right.
That's okay. He
He's
gets
but he's a lot skinnier than you now, though.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm a broad-shouldered guy. That's the problem. Like, my shoulders,
Put it on.
breadth of the country.
Put it on. Have a crack.
All right, hold on.
Put it on for the nation. There he is.
Oh, boy. Drink me in. Oh, no, dude, this is fucking...
Oh, yeah, there we are. Oh, look at the size of him.
brother.
You look barrel-chested, you can't. Oh, that bloke play first grade or what? Show us in the scrum. Show us how you'd pack in.
Well, mate,
Show us how you'd pack in.
back row. So
Yeah, but show us, mate.
down here, one arm
Yeah,
down,
yeah,
put the arms out.
yeah. Just bind. Yeah, and then... Oh, you should have left it on.
Hey, I'm not sitting in that thing. Are you kidding me?
How'd it feel on? Did it feel good?
Felt good. I probably, if I had my time again, would have asked for a double extra large.
Is
If you're listening, Essex, send me a double extra large.
is World Cup hero Sam Carter a sniff?
No, he's not. But World Cup hero Sam Carter just signed with. Can you check where he signed? He signed with. He's like now he's moving to London. I got to call him actually. Signed with a Leicester, London Irish or some shit. Not London Irish.
Jeez, he's had a fruitful career.
Bro, he's played some fucking games of footy. He's been, mate. It's been.
How many games would he have played since school?
You know what's funny is rugby actually.
Hundreds.
Yeah, Leicester.
Leicester Tigers. They're a fucking legit side.
Fully.
He has. Like in rugby, they don't seem to play as much games though. Like you think about the Super Rugby season, not that long. So like you get to the end of it, like if an NRL player had played as many seasons as him, it's like you're into the fucking triple figures.
Yes.
Whereas with him, I think it was maybe like 2 in the double hundreds somewhere. I don't know if that's true or not, though, or correct. But, mate, over to the Leicester Tigers, the king.
Fucking serious career.
Yeah, he played 122 games for the Brumbies.
Okay, so he's
and then he played 58 for Ulster. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So
So he's not even in 200 yet.
almost 200
But then I was like... So
How many caps has he got?
I think it was 11.
for Australia.
I think it was 11.
16.
16. There you go.
Fucking impressive.
Yeah. Got man of the match his first game.
Any trophies?
No. I mean, ask any Wallaby that.
Oh, there's a Tri-Nations or a Rugby Championship floating around somewhere.
There'd be like 2, I reckon.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 in the last 20 years, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for those jerseys. If you do want to send a double extra large, because as we now know, I can't wear that. Did you see that video on the fucking cricket.com Instagram where Smudge, with Smudge and his bats?
No.
Get it. Before we do dribbles, sorry, got to do this. Get it. I'll fucking cricket.com.au Instagram.
Yeah.
Steve Smith has like fucking hundreds of bats and he has like 10 of them for like however many gets out. Well, just get the video up. Don't even let me explain it. Just is how savantish this fucker is. It's insane. Like, basically him being able to tell which bat is which, fully blindfolded. They're all the exact same bats.
Based on weight?
Everything. There's the idiosyncrasies that he, it's like some people who see the Matrix, some people don't, right? Like...
Yeah. Well, it's like Tiger Woods with his clubs.
This is so fucking crazy.
It'll come through on the TV speakers.
Okay,
Turn it
sweet.
up, yeah.
I'll turn it. Have you got it? It's just that one
yeah.
there. Yeah, sweet. You got to click the vid.
I'll start that again.
Yeah, so I like to just pick my bats up without knowing which one is which and just get a feel for each bat. Every bat is always slightly different. Every bit of wood's a little bit different. So whilst I try and get the shapes as similar as I can, everything feels a little bit different.
Jesus
I usually
Christ.
have around sort of 10 with me. I'll probably use one out in the middle consistently until it's finished. And then I'll use the other ones in the nets and try and figure out which one is next to go in the middle. So
Oh my
so I know
God.
which one's which. I can usually tell pretty quickly which one is numbered which and which one I'm going to go to, after this one's finished. All right, so I'm going to...
So he numbers them.
We've got the numbers marked here on the front. And I'll try and figure it out and see if I can get them all right.
This is insane.
Get fucked.
What is it? I reckon that could be 22. Yeah, 22. That was me big bash bat, actually. A lot of sixes today.
Oh my God. What is doing?
Right, I'm just getting the feel. This one's handle maybe a fraction thinner. It's quite light. I'm going to go with 24. I've used this bat a lot in the nets. I think you can hear that noise that it's making there. It's had quite a bit of traffic through it, so I probably won't take this one out into the middle.
Oh my God.
It's the old one, number 2. Number 2, obviously, it's had a few repairs to it, bit of tape on it. The middle is starting to go a bit, but no, I think I've used this for a while now. It's been sort of my go-to bat. It's either 20 or 21. I think it's 20.
Oh my
20.
God, bro.
It's a new one. You can probably see it hasn't had a lot of damage to it. Haven't used it a great deal yet, but yeah, from what I know, it's a nice bat. It's got a good pickup. I'll probably use this in the nets for a little bit longer, and it potentially makes its way out into the middle.
This is nerdy stuff.
Dude, it's
This
insane.
one's a little bit heavier. It's 23. And this one hasn't been used a lot yet. I think I'll probably use this in white ball cricket as well. Yeah, it's 21. 20 and 21 are very close. I actually used this in the last one-day game in India, and I got out for a duck, so Might put it back on the shelf.
He just loves his bats, doesn't he? He just loves them.
Dude, he's just obsessed though. You can't teach obsession on that.
But that's why when people are like, he's going to retire soon, I'm like, and do what?
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
he'll play till he's 40, surely.
Surely, right? Surely. It did make me feel a bit sad though when that comment about, because obviously those big old fat pigs in the Lord's long room just going psycho, and he just sort of said like, welcome to my life, to like the other players in his team. They were like, geez, that was hectic. He's like, welcome to my life. Like, this is what I cop everywhere.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
All after this sandpaper stuff.
Yeah. Just a bit hectic.
Well, he still scores tons, so fuck the lot of you.
Fuck them. Fuck them all. Should we do some dribbles?
Let's do some dribbles.
Shout out to
Love
Smudge.
to.
That was a great video.
His
That
100th
was-
test tonight as well.
Huh?
His 100th tests.
Ashes tonight,
Oi,
dude. I'm loving
Get
this,
on.
dude.
Listen,
Smudge 100 in his 100th test.
you get 100%. You want to talk about breadcrumbs? We do that segment. He'll score. I just mentioned he'll score 100, or he scored 100. He will score 100 in his 100th. If anyone's going to,
Did Punter do Did Punter
Double.
score a double? He got 100 in each innings in his 100th test.
Yeah. as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, that's dialed in. Now, also, it's the fucking. It could be the Ashes win. Imagine we win the first 3 tests. Bang, bang, bang. You can't click very quick, can you? Oh, there you go. You can't whistle very quick. What about whistle? Yeah, okay. Well, you should have done it quicker.
I was trying to build out suspense.
Oh, okay. My bad.
That's okay.
Sometimes I don't have a.
That's all right.
You've got more of a sense for suspense, clearly.
No. Well, listen, I like to build drama.
Yep.
There's no doubt about that.
I'm horny for the Ashes tonight.
Oh, I'm touching myself
We're
already.
so spoilt, man. As a
You and
sports,
I.
well, us, but sporting fans. These Ashes are just rolling around. They're so quick. They're quick sticks, dude.
They are quick sticks. Fucking some of the boys are going to Headingley as well, which I'm very jealous of.
Fuck, I'm jealous,
Like
man.
Benny and Gus and
Oh,
all
really?
that shit. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Wouldn't you just want to be over there soaking it up, drinking it in?
Listen, and obviously I love my wife and I love my 2 children more than life itself. But let's say
Not more than the Ashes, though.
Not more than the Ashes, though. That's the problem. And they need to know where they sit in my life. But like,
Well, listen, you just tell them it only rolls around twice every 4 years.
yeah, like what am I going to do?
It's as simple as
here?
that.
I've got to go. But like, let's just say I was in it because like if you didn't have, well, no, because I'm the one that like my life means that I can't do it. Right? You could do it, but let's say I didn't have like if it was just me and Steph and the girls weren't around, you and I would be in England right fucking now.
Yeah, we would.
We would be there right now. Probably going to every test. Well, we couldn't be fucked. You go to the first 3 though.
Oh, we got every test because we're made of the right stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, if we win it in the first 3, maybe we just do a couple of days later and go for some party holes. But like we'd be.
Oh, but
we'd go there.
we'd nip back over.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Do you know what I mean?
We'd be all over the place. But
Anyway, let's not fucking mull that over.
No,
'cause it
you're
didn't
right. There's no
happen, and
point. We
make me
can't
feel
do it. We
shit
can't
about
do it. I don't
myself.
want to get upset. I don't
Let's
want to get
dribble.
upset. Let's dribble.
Eddie, Tobler, Dior.
Did I just get left out?
Unfortunately, this dribble is directed towards Edward Simpson. Eddie, it turns out we have a bit of a previous connection.
Well, don't worry. Eddie's
I
not
heard
listening to
about
his
a year
texting.
ago in a dribble that you
I'm
were
listening.
mentioning your first love was a young lady named Katie Brown back in South Dubbo Primary. My girlfriend's also named Katie Brown, and she is also from South Dubbo Primary. Very hard to deal with being no longer the alpha in my house, that a moderately successful podcaster has been with my girlfriend.
No, I haven't been with her.
Manly never. Melbourne Storm forever. Yeah. See you later.
Well, mate, I'll put your bloody mind at ease. Never been with her.
No.
This was like year 3,
Yeah.
fucking schoolyard, primary school crush.
Yeah, ever a little kiss or are you just a crush?
Nah, just a crush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And was it more
So you can
like,
sleep easy, buddy.
Yeah. Was it a one-way as well? It seems like it was
Oh,
Katie,
most certainly, yeah.
Katie Brown didn't want to borrow
No,
you.
no, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
not,
yeah.
not a little bespectacled fucking
No.
flap hat wearing,
Jeans, jortsy,
jaunty,
fucking Velcro
big,
shoes.
giant boot wearing fucking. I
Hawaiian
could run. I was
shirt.
quick, and she was quick. So maybe therein lies.
You bonded over speed.
We bonded over speed, although she was quicker than I was. She was quick, real quick.
Yeah, right.
But you can rest easy, bro.
I didn't think you were a fast twitch guy. I thought you were more a long distance guy.
I was fast twitch that became, through necessity, slow twitch.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Sort of.
Well, I mean, I was quick and then I wasn't.
Yeah. So not so much necessity as much as it was.
Well, I had to start pushing out the distances in
Because
order
you
to
stopped being
compete.
quick. Okay, I
Yes.
get you. Shout out to Katie Brown and that guy who, don't worry, you aren't being cucked by Edward.
Correct. No cucking here, bruh.
Nah.
You can rest easy.
Funny.
What are the chances?
Thomas, Edward, Deal David, Mr. Toblerone. The woo-woo dribbler here. Quick question to you boys about dads. Now, if you could be anyone else's dad, obviously your own kids not included, apologies to Evie and Zoe, whose dad would you be, money aside? This is more a question to Tom because, Eddie, I already know the answer to your question. You would be Mr. Paul Rudd of Ant-Man fame. You would be his father. As I found out today, he is a leading expert on the Titanic and is paid to travel all over the world talking all things Titanic.
Bullshit, is he?
So, Thomas, whose dad would you be? Be you soon, boys.
It's fucking weird if he is. Mate, I'd be...
Paul Rudd or
Yeah.
Paul Rudd's dad?
Well, that's a great point. Is Paul Rudd's dad the Titanic enthusiast or is
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd?
Paul Rudd wouldn't go around the world talking about it, would he?
You wouldn't think so. But, like,
Do I know that for sure? No, I don't.
I thought it was more about, like, who you want to be the father of.
Yeah,
Because
no,
otherwise, it's like,
it
who do
is-
you want to be?
It is Paul Rudd's dad that was an expert on the Titanic.
Right. So now I'm confused.
Well, because it's not so, like, if it's who
That's
do you want to
just-
be a dad, it's like, who do you want to be?
No, it's who you want to be.
Yeah. Because that one's kind of to the side.
Yeah, it's not relevant at all.
No.
Yeah. Do I want to be Paul Rudd's dad? Is essentially where we're at.
Yeah.
The answer to that is no, I don't.
Because you talk...
Well, because I'm sacrificing years. I'm guessing Paul Dad's fucking, what, 70?
Well, he's actually... It sounds like he's dead.
Yeah, I think he's dead.
He's dead, so I don't want to be dead.
No.
That's how I'd look at it.
Yes. I would like to be the father of... Excuse me. Either an elite male test cricketer.
Well, I wouldn't mind my son opening the batting and scoring a fucking 100 on debut.
Yeah.
Or the 7 or 6 for the state.
So I wouldn't mind that, but you know what? I mean, if I'm preferencing it, it'd be Test cricket for sure. Maybe like the number one surfer in the world, just go and tour the just pop around the globe.
Oh, you
like,
go with your boy and fucking wax his boards for him.
Well, I wouldn't wax his boards. I'd just be like, fly me everywhere, and I'm just going to come and watch you fucking.
But
surf
if I have
champion.
to wax your boards, I will.
I will, but I'm also probably getting old at some point, and I just want to, like, my hands are getting arthritic from waxing all these boards. Maybe like fucking. You know what? I'm not here to work. I'm your fucking dad. How about don't need to work anymore?
It'd be Test cricket or it'd be a pro surfer for sure.
Pro surfer's pretty good, but that's I don't have a specific one. Obviously, he's a good cricketer, Steve Smith, but like with a deeper voice.
Yeah, like punter's dad,
Yeah,
something like that.
Yep.
But like the next punter.
The next punter, not now. I don't want to be old.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Exactly right.
Unless I could be like a 34-year-old father of an opening batsman, like if I had him when I was 16.
And so he was 18.
Yeah. Fucking prodigy shit. That'd be.
But then you've ruined your 20s, raising a kid.
Maybe I was absent.
And you've rekindled.
We just reconnected.
Yeah.
You know what? And he's forgiven me.
Yeah,
for
'cause
my
you're
20s.
rich.
Yeah. Well, he is.
Yeah. Yeah, and now in so facto.
So I find my way back into his life after he signs a monster contract.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That sounds good.
Yeah, perfect.
Yep, nice.
Okay. I hope we've answered your question.
Hey boys, just listening to your Green Room podcast and heard Eddie mention how rare wet dreams are. I got to be honest here, all over in Europe, me and the boys, and we got to Mykonos and we had to share a couple of bedrooms, really sticking everyone in, way too many people for the small designation we had. We were on it for weeks and weeks, and one night, laying in bed, and there's three of us boys, we're sharing one double bed. And obviously I'm sleeping that night, have a dream, and wake up, and I can smell the cum. Like, I've had a wet dream, but I can really smell it. I'm like, fuck, that's a bit feral. So I wake up.
You can smell it.
Go to the bathroom, take my undies and boxes off, and chuck on a new pair of undies, go back to bed. Don't think much of it. Next morning we wake up, and my mate that wasn't on the inside, but on the other side of the bed, he gets up and goes, "Boys, you're not going to believe it. I had a wet dream last night." And I was fucking taken back straight away. I couldn't believe it. He had a wet dream. I'm like, "Mate, I had a fucking wet dream as well." Well, mate, in between both of us was horrified. He just slept in between two blokes, both had a wet dream. And I thought, Eddie, obviously, was saying how rare a wet dream is. I wonder how many other people out there, have shared wet dreams the same night, the same room, the same bed.
Dude.
Anyway, fellas, love the podcast. Have a good one.
Imagine being the person, you want to say they're rare, imagine how rare it is to be sleeping between two people simultaneously fucking coming. That would fuck you up.
That
dude.
is etch.
I hope that guy got a bed to himself for the rest of the holiday.
Oh, well deserved.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Wake up covered in your mate's loads.
Whoa, wet dream sandwich. Jesus Christ.
Oh, no. Not a wet dream Sambo,
That
dude.
is
That's
exactly
disgusting.
what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Fucked up. When
you start thinking about, geez, did I get these blokes going last night?
Did I give out some hand jobs in my sleep?
Was I working?
Dude. Yeah, exactly. Did I go into autopilot and jack off the boys?
That's what I'd be thinking.
He was having a dream about skiing while he was...
Well, exactly. Or a dream about jacking off your mates.
Oh, mate, we're ruling that out. I mean, I'm looking at it like, okay, they're rare, really rare. Wet dreams are rare anyway. Get a double, same night, same bed. I'm starting to look at the bloke in the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
The pilot, if you were.
Can I ask a question here? Because, again, I've never had one. Have you had one?
Yeah.
You guys?
Yep.
No, I've never had one.
Okay. Do you wake up as you're coming?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
So you just...
Well, again, this is...
You woke up after
I probably
the
haven't
fact.
had one for 20 years, right? So...
Yeah, it's like...
How long ago do you have one?
Not
recently.
Not that recently, but like, early 20s stuff.
Okay, right. So not like this year.
Yeah, not this year. But yeah, it's almost like the moment as it's happening, you're feeling like immense pure joy at the nice dream you're having, and then that is just cut short as you wake up and realize that like...
Dave fucking coming makes me feel sick.
Yeah.
Having immense pure joy.
Yeah, but then that's just
that was too visual.
That was, dude. Dave's smiling in his sleep as he's like blowing loads.
But no, the point I was trying to make
Simpsons boxer shorts or whatever he's wearing
was that it's cut short completely because you wake up in the same instant realizing, oh no, this just happened.
Okay, so but is it feeling good in the? Do you wake up feeling good? Do you know what I mean? Like, are you waking up mid gas?
No. We're not in my experience.
Mid-mark? Gasney?
No.
You don't feel good because you wake up and you've soiled
Okay,
yourself,
stop.
Again, like, I haven't had one for a while, like quite a while, so I can't really... My memory of them was that you wake up covered in load and you're like, oh, that's annoying.
We fucking hit on wet dreams so many times recently on this podcast.
Well, I'm talking to the content in front of me, mate.
Absolutely right. Listen, the people want what the people want, and if it's wet dream content you want, Dave might have to start live
But
streaming
anyway,
his sleeps.
mate, I'd be asking you, mate, the hard question.
Yeah.
Were you
Did you beat me
orchestrating things?
Did you beat off the boys?
Did you? Because I tell you what, the most likely answer
Is yes. I beat
usually
off
the correct
boys.
one.
Yep.
Reckon your mates worked you both.
Righto, deal. Boys, Tom, Eddie, deal or Dave, I've got a proposition for you. Righto. So I am best mates with Matty, and that's he's famous for being Matty Cummins, Paddy Cummins' brother. Got a proposition for you. Love the potty. Been listening since I was probably about 3 years. So, if I can grab a baggy green, an old baggy green, mind you, an old baggy green off Paddy Cummins from the Australian Test team, is there any chance for a swap over? So I grew up, a bit of backstory, I grew up with Matty and Paddy out at Mount Riverview. So I've been mates with their family a whole long time. So any chance of a, bit of a trade, a bit of a trade. So
If
Tom,
you
love ya. Eddie,
if
love
you
ya.
pull that off,
Davey, fuck ya. Tobler.
I don't know how I
Love
feel
that.
about him fucking stealing a
no,
baggy
no,
green
couldn't be
from Pat.
couldn't be stolen.
No.
These guys, be in contact.
Is Pat going to want to give away a baggy green?
Listen, if you get the consent, and I'll need video evidence of Pat signing off on this trade, yeah, bro.
Yeah, dude, you get one.
100% you do.
100% you do.
Obviously you do.
But we need consent from Pat. Not so much Matt. We don't.
I
need
don't
Matt.
know. I don't give a fuck about Matt. No offense.
No, not that I don't give a fuck about him, but I
No,
don't
I
give a
mean
fuck
his
about his consent.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. But Pat's consent would be needed, and also you'd probably want to try and get Pat on the podcast.
Well, you wouldn't need to, but it'd be nice if you could.
No, it'd be nice if you could.
I'd be shocked if
Pat was prepared
Pat
to
gave it to
give you one of his baggy greens to give to us so that you can get one of our baggy greens. Listen, I know that's the value our baggy greens are. Like,
I understand that, but I mean, we've talked to Ricky Ponting before, dear friend of the show, and his is in a safe. Yeah. So,
and Pat's looks like it's on his head. So I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know how that's going to work. But sure, if you can pull that off, dude, yeah. And send Matty our best. Patty's
send
brother
Matty and the old man who we've met.
Yes, we have.
I think we got photos with him.
We did get photos with him. We were 3 sheets to the wind, buddy.
Oh yeah, 4.
4 sheets to the wind.
May have been 5
Maybe
sheets.
5 or
Fair
6.
dinkum.
Yeah,
5 or 6, 7 sheets. Who's counting? A lot of sheets.
Yeah.
Shout out to the
wind.
Cummins.
Yep. Let's go.
Tom, Eddie, Dior, Tobler, it's the Auslan dribbler here. I'm currently got a bit of a yarn for you. I'm currently taking an Auslan class, and it's a total voice-off class, so no speaking aloud, and I've gotten myself into it. What I believe, I'm still learning, so I'm not entirely sure, but I believe that one of the blokes in my class thinks I'm a real big anime fan. I've gotten myself into this pickle somehow, just trying to have a yarn to him, and now every week in class he's asking me questions about anime. So, yeah, I just wanted to see if you boys had any advice for me, or if you've gotten yourselves in any situation similar. But, yeah, or actually even better, if you know anything about anime that you could share with me that I could bring to class, that'd be great. Righto, thanks, boys. See ya.
Auslan sign language, eh?
Yeah, I believe so. You got in a pickle once about the Golden State Warriors, didn't you? Or something like that?
That's right. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. I got in a Golden State Warriors pickle because I went to America like before the Warriors were actually like killing it. But we went to San Fran and I was just like, fuck it. I love San Fran was mad. I don't know how, but I just basically was like, all right, I support San Fran across the board. Now, Golden State became very good, so I stuck with that supportership, but then, like...
You go for Kansas City Chiefs, you don't go for
That's what
49ers.
I mean. I don't give a fuck about the 49ers now, but that's because, like, San Fran became... Like, Golden State became dope in basketball, right? So I'm like, yeah, sweet.
Cool.
But the 49ers did fuck all, so I'm like... And it was also pre-Haynes shit, right? When he was playing, it was cool, and then, obviously, everything that's happened since... So, no, I'm fucking... But I was also Kansas City Chiefs before. Whatever. Well, fucking, you brought up Kansas City, dude. You brought up Kansas City. You brought it into me.
Christ,
I don't understand. So I went to a barista and I'm wearing, like, Bondi, and I'm wearing the fucking Golden State beanie. And again, I follow them when they're in the finals. Like, I don't watch a lot of basketball. And this guy just started fucking hitting me with, like, dude, what about this? And I was like, yeah. And every day I'd go there to the point where I had to stop going there. I had to stop going to that cafe because this cunt just thought I loved Golden State. I don't know how it really pertains to your anime thing, dude. I would, if you want to take my advice, just stop going. Find a different Auslan place. I'm not saying stop your Auslan.
Or you could lean into it and start watching anime.
You could do that as well, but, like, dude, fuck, really?
Is anime always pornographic?
No.
You're thinking of hentai.
Oh, okay. Is anime like Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah. Yeah, like Dragon Ball Z. I feel like it's a wide range because there's like, I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Studio Ghibli films, like, what's the Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle? I'm getting blank looks here.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Great films. Great films.
The what?
Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, Howl's Moving Castle, Pompoko. Great films.
I can talk to Yu-Gi-Oh! Dragon Ball Z and shit because I used to watch it when I was fucking 12, but that's about it.
Good luck to you if you like anime. I think it's lame. Sorry. I have to be honest about it. I don't want to shit on your dreams, David, or anyone else who loves anime. I just find it a bit like, nah.
It's because you're a jock, mate. Nerds.
No, I just think anime's lame, dude.
Yeah, because you're a jock.
Do you like animated films?
Of course he does.
Yeah. Well, like, I mean, it depends. I'm not
course
just
he
not
does.
just because they're animated.
Yeah, what, you don't like fucking Lion King?
Love Lion King.
There you go.
Lion King was based off an anime.
Cool, dude. If you're trying to tell me the Lion King's anime, you're fucking being
It's not,
disingenuous.
but the movie
exactly.
it plagiarized was anime.
Oh, cool. I don't give a fuck. Lion
Did
King's
it plagiarize an anime movie?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
great. Well, they did it better because I'm not watching like some weird fucking anime shit.
So where do we get to? Move Auslan classes. There you go.
Just move.
Easy.
But you got to remember, right? I did support Kansas City before the 49ers.
Yeah, you're a Tenko.
NFL, did he give a fuck? Come on.
Yeah, I'm being really serious.
Hey, you fucking dog. Shut up, mate. Come on.
Let's go.
Shout out to Priest Holmes. It was great back in the day.
G'day, Tom,
Mini
Eddie,
games.
Dior, Tubler,
NHL. NFL.
Punters, and the Dribblers.
Sounds like Nilso.
Nilso here.
There you go.
I'm up in sunny Newcastle. I thought I'd share a quick story from a bloke from the station that I work with. Well, he actually used to be a plumber. And he was telling me when he was an apprentice at TAFE, during the lunch breaks, they would, him and all the other plumbing apprenticeship guys, they'd bring boxing gloves to TAFE, and during lunch, they'd punch on or spar each other, and they'd bet on each other on who would win. So they'd bring some cash, and two plumbers, apprentice plumbers, would punch on with one another during the lunch break, and they would bet on who was going to win. I think it backs up the theory that you boys created a few years ago that all the great Aussie boxers were ex-plumbers. So this just proves that theory right away. So it's not really a theory anymore. It's just facts. Thought I'd give you a ring and let you know that, boys. Love yous, and Pepsi Max soon, and up the night.
Good to hear from Neil. So, and listen, I mean...
Shock horror, we've got our finger on the pulse.
Well, yeah, but also, like, when we need a theory proved, we send our best and brightest into the field to fucking find out. And Neil, so is that.
Oh, he's the best and the brightest.
He's the best and the brightest. And when you you know, double blind placebos, you know,
triple blind,
like he's in there fucking doing every single experiment possible.
Well, every blind that he can.
Every blind that he can, getting blind, and yeah,
putting blindfolds on,
putting up blinds. That's sort of with no stone unturned sort of operation that we run.
Yeah, you did right.
While we're talking about people punching on, Bradman best at the moment, because he did say, he was like, they used to punch on at school, like, because he hated Queenslanders. As much as Freddie lost at Woolworths, weird team selection, Bradman best shock selection, hope he goes well for the state, I'm very, very horny seeing Bradman in blue, like with the full leg tat.
Oh, he means business, and
he's tucked into his hat. Did you see that video?
Yeah,
he's tucked into the hat. Like,
he looks like a complete rogue, and I'm here for it. I like the idea, Tom, of picking a bloke that likes to flog Queenslanders.
Yeah, because
it's in stark contrast to the selection of TPJ, who openly said he wants to support Queensland.
Yeah. Yeah, that
you know what I mean? Like,
we've done a couple of those over the years where we just pick someone, like even Luke Keary. No disrespect to Luke, but he was pretty sure he said the same thing. Like,
well, he basically took the matter to court, or the equivalent of,
to
try and prove that he could play for Queensland. So, like, why would you pick him?
Yeah, and we did, and I don't think it went well. I can't remember. But dude, Bradman full leg tatted up. We put that photo up yesterday. Like, there's a part of me that thinks we win with Bradman, with the spirit of Bradman. Like, there's an energy that Bradman has that is like, there's something about him.
Yeah.
Now, you know, maybe he's one of those guys who's just sort of a bit of like club level, his team's all right, but like in Origin, in the big fucking arena, Bradman's coming to take some souls. I hope that's right. I also wouldn't mind if he just comes out and like literally punches on. Obviously, everyone calls for that in Origin. It's a bit like, yeah, bring back the biff. But I'm like, I'd love to see Bradman throw him.
I think we'd all love to see Bradman throw him. But if you're going to throw him late.
In the game?
Yeah.
Yo, I don't want you sent off.
No.
But I also, like, if the writing's on the wall and we're getting flogged, then maybe we do a bit of flogging of our own.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, real dirty shit.
Real dirty shit. We can't win? Well, fuck it. I'm just going to start punching on.
Real bottom of the barrel stuff.
Yeah.
That's the go.
Yeah.
100%.
Fucking
like
dog
game
shots.
2.
Yeah, game 2 dog shots.
Over the top doggies.
Doggies.
Yeah.
I want some doggies.
Yeah.
Dude, if we're getting pumped.
100%. But even if we win, throw a couple too.
If we're ahead as well, if we're pumping, then dog shots.
I think
Once
we'd
the
all like
game's
to see. I think we'd all like to see Bradman Best, maybe with a ripped jersey, bit of claret,
cracking fucking Valentine home. I don't like Valentine, but I want to see
socks low, and just tat out and just getting to work.
Yeah, punching someone on the jaw,
flogging someone,
break someone's jaw.
Yeah,
and again, I don't want to see anyone with a broken jaw, but if Bradman happens to break someone's jaw,
well, listen, I'm not calling for injuries. I'm just calling for an old-fashioned flogging.
Well, sometimes that's a byproduct of an old-fashioned.
Righto, I think we've got time for one more, then we've got to chuff off.
Yep.
One more? Ooh, okay.
Chuff.
Or is that it? I'm happy to call it.
Well, I had one lined up. Someone has called in with 4 quite short dribbles.
Yep, let's do it.
And I think it's good. We should
Let's
go
do it.
with him for as long as you can.
Okay, we'll do it.
Tom, Eddie, Seal, Dave, Turabla, you fuckwit. Tell me Nathan Lyon hobbling out to the crease is not the most heroic thing you've ever seen. Tell me it is not the most heroic thing you've ever seen. You won't. Dribble her out.
Yep, I agree.
Keep going.
All right, number 2.
I'm going to give him the full.
Yeah.
I want the full context.
Yeah.
Tom, Eddie, Deal Dave, Tobler, you're not going to make this marathon, mate, but I'll recognise you. I just want some recognition for the warrior. The warrior! Nathan Lyon. Hobbles out on the hallowed ground at Lord's to do his duty for the country. Recognise him. Recognise him. Go to the GOAT. Gary the GOAT. Boys, he's a man for the people. Respect him. Coach Dribble out.
Love it.
All right, let's keep going.
Tom, Eddie, Dior, Tobler, you fucking dribbler. Seriously, let's respect Nathan Lyon for the warrior he is. Coming in on one leg. One leg. Batting for the nation. Absolute animal. Animal. I'll just say this.
This is old school.
This is good stuff.
No, dude. You guys are a fucking pack of fools. You're a bunch of losers, and no one likes your podcast.
Yeah, he goes to the Knights. He's a fucking coward. Fuck that guy. He goes to the Knights. Fuck coward.
That's great. Has he got one more?
There's one more.
Yeah, get
He's
it.
so measured when he said that.
I know.
Tom, Eddie, Deal, Dave, Tobler. Tobler will never make the marathon. Nathan Lyon, you absolute animal. We need to reward that man for coming out for the nation. He is a absolute Spartan, 100 tests in a row, and you know what, unbeaten. Thank you, Nathan Lyon.
Dude, well done. The Nathan Lyon
That
dribbler.
was
That was good.
That was incredible.
That was good. We've missed drunken dribbles like that.
The Nathan Lyon dribbler, mate. Fucking love that.
Like, you pair that into a Kendrick sounding off on the punters and dribblers, and I feel like it's 2017 again.
So do I,
you
man.
know?
I just love that shit. I fucking love it.
That was great. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your service. You are right. Nathan Lyon fucking deserves all of the praise. He is the GOAT, and that was heroic. What else was heroic was all of you motherfuckers that got around the stay in your crease jumpers.
And the kill stream.
And the kill the stream jumpers. I was just more, the stay in the crease went on this week. So the stay in your creases, that was a pre-sale. They're obviously getting made, and we'll update you on when they're getting shipped, but it'll be a pretty quick turnaround. The kill the streamies have gone out this week, or are going out this week, and you will get those
ASAP.
ASAP.
They're all going out express, so they'll be with you in express time.
But thank you very much to everyone who has got around those jumpers. Lots of fun. We love doing shit like that, and we'll keep doing it. But
love you all. Tune in tonight, live stream, 8 p.m. Come join us for a gig. We're going to be a lot of fun. Always a lot of fun.
Always a lot of fun.
And we're handing out fucking Wallabies jersey.
Wallaby gold for the nation. We might even give out a Stay in Your Crease jumper.
Yeah, we will.
We'll give out a Stay in Your Crease jumper as well.
We definitely will.
Yep.
Yep. We will do that.
Yeah, so this is a fucking big one.
Huge one.
Bye.
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 Could you two just not talk anymore?